Can We Talk Podcast, episode 62. I have a special guest in the building, Marina.
Yes.
I got it
Marina.
right.
Yes.
If you could, just kind of give us a little bit of background about you, like tell us about you.
My name's Marina. I'm 26. I bartend. Live in Austin. Yep.
What's the hardest part about bartending? The people ever come up to you with a drink and you like...
Yeah. I mean, people do. They do come to me with a drink, and then I'll tell them straight up, like, hey, I don't know how to make that.
How
but
do you make it?
I'll go on the internet and I'll figure it out.
What's the most complicated drink you've had to make? Like, as far as like putting things together?
Honestly, I hate making mojitos. I know it's like so easy, but I just hate it.
Because crushing the mint?
Yes, that, and because we don't have simple syrup, so like you have to make it.
Yeah.
So anytime somebody asks for a mojito, I have to go make the simple syrup, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Do you want something else, sir?
No, yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
And how long have you been in the restaurant industry?
Like 7 years. 7
years in the restaurant industry. I know your knees hurt.
Yes. Feet too. 12-hour shifts ain't no joke, man.
I was in the restaurant business for a while, and I was also in the catering space for a while as well, pre-pandemic. Everyone knows who listens to this podcast, I worked at Olive Garden in Round Rock for a very, very, very long time. What was it like when the pandemic happened, like for you guys? Because I tend to ask people who are in the restaurant industry, because usually people, when you talk about the restaurant industry, they kind of like shun you and like, why are you working for tips? And you should just get another job. Like, oh yeah. But we probably have more freedom than a 9-to-5er, right? So
definitely 100%.
What was that experience like for you, and like how'd you guys actually get the information that, oh, are we about to shut this thing down?
So whenever we shut down, we were actually at work, and it was on the TV, so we were watching TV. We had probably like 3 guests in the building because everybody was scared to get COVID, so nobody would go out. And they announced it on TV that all the restaurants had to shut down, and that's how we found out. And they sent us home. They gave us food. They're like, y'all want some food? Because we're gonna be closed. Y'all can take this food, and we did.
Yikes! I think we're so like, me personally, I feel so far removed from that situation and scenario. But it was 2 years ago. Yeah. At this point, like, it's crazy to even think that, like, the job that I worked at that time, like I worked at Olive Garden and a separate job that was Monday through Friday. They actually they sold. They don't exist anymore. The whole company.
That's crazy.
We got a random email at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, like, hey, y'all, next week's the last week. Figure it out.
That's crazy. Yeah, and then that happened to a lot of people, A lot of people had to go through that. Yeah,
and then even with Olive Garden, like, I know you reminded me, I completely forgot that they were just doing to-goes. So, like, all the servers, bartenders, just like shit out of luck.
Yep.
Like, people who are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I can't miss a day.
Exactly.
Type shit. And, yeah.
Yep. But you signed up for that unemployment. Ooh, baby.
Man, what a time.
Right? What a time to be alive. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
If we do, I'm trying to be where I was at that point. That was crazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The extra little 500 did it.
But, yeah, even now, like, since after the pandemic and, we opened back up, like, when we first opened back up, we were so busy.
Really? People were ready to get the fuck out.
Yes, people were ready to get out, and man, they were tipping so good. I was like, thank you so much.
I didn't even think about that aspect either. Like, when the shit reopened, I imagine people, because like when everything started with like the mask mandates and things like that, like you had to have a mask here in Travis, but you didn't have to have one in Williamson, and it was crazy because like they're so close. Like,
right?
It doesn't really make sense, right? So I didn't even think about when like people started going back to restaurants and things like that, but it was popping.
Yeah. Oh, we were so busy, and it sucked because we were understaffed. Because most people like didn't go back to work because they're on unemployment.
Yeah.
So.
Why would I go back?
Exactly. But after the pandemic, I was making good money. It was good. I mean, I'm still making good money now.
Things that pick back up, like overall, like on a, like, you know how like in restaurants, like, you know, your Tuesday mornings and your Tuesday nights probably suck, but like as the week progresses, it gets like busier and busier. Is that still the same thing, or is it like more even?
Well, I work at a different place now, so that place is, it's like dead all the time. I'm not gonna lie, it's dead all the time, but there's so many regulars that go in there, so it's always the same people that I see every week, and I love that, you know, because they know me, they know how I am, like, and I know how they are, I know what they want, so yeah, I really like that.
That's a good vibe. But like when you say dad, are you saying like maybe 10 people in the restaurant, if that?
Like, so I worked yesterday and I was in the bar by myself. Usually there's a server in there, but I was in there by myself, and it was pretty slow, man. I probably had 4 or 5 tables like actually sit down at a table, and then the rest, like, I had a bar top. And it was like my regulars that come in all the time, so, you know.
What have you heard from like the servers? So like, is it the same kind of uptake versus like being a bartender?
No, it's way different. Bartending is different. You're always in front of people. Like, you know, when you're a server, you can go to the back and escape. But bartending, you're right there. Like, you're right there. So, you know, if you're upset or something, like, you can't be upset because people are going to see it on your face.
People be upset in their face.
Yes, people are going to see it on your face, and people are going to be like, what's wrong? Or, you know, they're going to look at you like, oh my God, like, she looks so mean. And, you know, people don't want to see a mean bartender. People want to see a happy bartender, even though sometimes it's very stressful. It does get stressful.
What are some restaurant terms that you think only a person who's worked in a restaurant would know?
Heard. The term heard.
You know, we don't be hearing shit, honestly.
Yes. So you have to say heard so they hear you. And like, you know, my family that's not, and they don't work the service industry, so they'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'm
heard, like, and you just be doing that at home. Heard.
Yes. I do that all the time. I remember one time, man, this guy, he stopped talking to me because
heard.
Because I would say heard too much. He's like, I'm sorry, I just can't. You say heard too much and it's just, I can't do it. And I'm like, you know, that's understandable. I understand you.
It is a kind of different world too. Like, unfortunately, there are some standards out there in restaurants that really suck. And like, if you are a server, bartender, or whatever the case may be, you notice them, but it's a paycheck, you know?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to lie. Working in the restaurant industry is very toxic. It's
Explain
toxic.
that. Explain that for me, please.
Like, they just expect you to work whatever they schedule you. Like, and you better work that.
And that shit's different every week.
Yeah, it's different every week. You get your schedule like on the worst possible day, late at night. You know what I'm saying?
On a Thursday for the following week.
Exactly. Literally. Exactly. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. And like when you're sick, they don't care. They still want you to come in.
Ain't no sick time.
I remember one time I got in a car wreck and they're like, are you still going to come in? I literally just got in a car wreck. No, I'm not coming in to work today.
Every restaurant person has heard that before. Like,
exactly.
Do you need, like, what do you need? I need you to know I'm not coming.
Exactly. That's why I'm calling you.
There's no debate here. We're not having a conversation.
You sure you can't no, I cannot come in. I just got in a car wreck. Okay. That's trauma right there. You just want me to, you know what I'm saying?
Serve people?
Let me work through it.
Yeah, they definitely didn't
Let me have a day. But yeah.
And not having time off available either. Like, especially like, because when you're like in the restaurant industry, you can literally work maybe like 20 to 30 hours and be just as good as you, like, if a person would normally work a normal job 40 hours, right? And then a lot of restaurants only give you like paid time off if you work like consistent 40, but if you don't really need it, that's where it kind of gets tricky too.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Like, I don't know. Like, I make a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. I make a lot of money and I work, like, if I don't work a double, which is a 12-hour shift, I work like maybe
no break?
No break. I usually don't take a break. But it'll be like a 6-hour shift, maybe 7 at the most, you know? And I make so much money. I don't know. Like, I make a lot of money. Yeah. And that's why people work in the service industry, because you make a lot of money. Yeah. And people just don't understand that because they don't work in the service industry, so they don't understand. You
can't really have that conversation with someone who doesn't. And it's also like the tips aspect, right? Like, if you only get paid $2 an hour, then we'll go somewhere else. I'm like, hey, when it's good, it's good.
Yeah, it is good.
When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, if you work in the service industry for a lot of the years, then you'll know like what the slow months are. Like right now, we're in the slow months.
Yeah, everyone's saving up for Christmas and holidays and shit like that.
Exactly, and then like Thanksgiving till after that, then we'll be busy. But right now, it's slow. You know, school just started all that stuff. You know, everybody's trying to get it in their rhythm, so they're not coming out right now.
What's the craziest thing you've seen just working a regular shift? Like whether it's actually a positive and a negative. And you don't have to be specific to where you work or what you do and when you work, although you said you're a bartender anyways. But what's the craziest thing you think you've seen?
Man, one time these guys, they were sitting in the bar, and I was like a server at the time. I wasn't bartending. They were sitting in the bar, and, you know, they're having like a drink or whatever. And like they were with like some girls too. So I'm just, you know, not paying attention, but this girl, she comes in and she starts yelling at the dude, talking about how he doesn't take care of his kid, that, whatever. Then her homegirl comes in. Then they all start fighting. Like, they start fighting the girls, you know. The girl and the homegirl start fighting the girls. The guys are trying to break it up. They spray, like, and then everybody in the bar starts fighting. Like, everybody in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a brawl in the bar. And then somebody sprays mace. And then it goes everywhere in the bar. So like everybody's choking and everybody had to get out. I'm serious. Like this really happened. This is a real life story.
Shit.
It was so crazy, man. It was crazy. Everybody had to get out the bar because, you know, there was mace in the air. So we all had to get out the bar.
Yikes.
Police came. Most of the people were gone by the time police came.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot of walkout tabs that night. Cause
have y'all ever lost power in the middle of a shift?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, sometimes, we were just like, just go. Because the power's not going to come on for another 4 hours. Just go.
I remember one time, like, the power went out in the middle of the day. And we started having to do, like, paper tickets and, like, the little check thing. Like, we used to, like, most people got free shit, but it was crazy. We weren't getting tipped on nothing.
Yeah. Because people were upset.
Yeah.
They're like, how dare you? Like, we did it. Like,
fact, it's like your fault.
Like, we just didn't pay the bill or something. Like, no, that's not what happened.
But if something does happen wrong,
that's one thing I don't like about working in the service industry is people blame us for everything.
Yeah.
And it's not our fault. Like the prices. Do you think that I am in charge of these prices on the menu? Do you think
they think?
I'm not.
Like you catered the price to them.
Yeah.
As they walk in.
Like it's my fault that the bacon is 99 cents or something like that. I don't know. Like it's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the eggs are 90 cents. Extra eggs. I don't know, man. I don't make the prices.
I'm just going to serve it to you. That's wild. Yeah. I've seen some crazy shit. I've seen the guy who brings all his dates to the restaurant. Like every single one.
I love those people.
Like literally every other weekend, it's somebody else. And I'm like, I mean, if you got a routine, if you can kind of fit that in your budget, like if you know for a fact you're going here on Saturday, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And I've also seen when, and I'm going to be messy because it's okay, but I've also seen like the server and the cook get together and the cook's married. And the wife
all the
comes
time.
And the wife comes.
Gosh. That's happened. That's happened as well where I work or worked. Yeah, that's just certain. Like I'm saying, it's toxic. It's it's toxic.
It's a toxic environment.
It's so toxic
because you're in close proximity with everyone. Like you're really literally just like hanging out. Like even if you were doing like a call center job, like you still got to take calls versus in the restaurant, literally every 10 seconds, you're just having a random conversation.
Exactly. And then you get like so close to your coworkers. It's almost like your family.
You guys are getting off at the same time. Or like, when you're getting off, I got one more table. I got one more of this. Let's go get a drink.
Yep. That's what we used to do with our chef. Drink.
What was the after work place you guys would go? Olive Garden, the one least in the Round Rock, we'd go to Applebee's.
We would go to Applebee's. We'd go to Trudy's, Bombshells.
Oh, Bombshells was lit when it first opened.
And Third Base.
Third Base. We were there too.
Yeah, all those places.
God damn.
Yep.
I miss those days, kind of.
I know, right? They were so fun. But now I'm chill. I don't.
Facts. So let's go to the bar. No, I'm cool. Like, we don't really got to do that. Yeah.
My schedule changed because I used to work in the morning times, and now I work at night. So I'm just like, no, I'm good. You know. Thank God though we close early, because I don't know if I could do it if we close at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, y'all close that late?
No, I'm just saying I don't know if I could do it if we did. Like, I don't want to work somewhere where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't do like a yard house. They close at like 2 a.m.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
But they make a lot of money there. They make so much money there. It's crazy.
I mean, I would imagine like it's usually like it's open late and people are in the domain, so like I would imagine they make tons of freaking money.
I'm like, dang, maybe I should go there.
You can transfer, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, no. I like where I'm at right now.
Work until 2 a.m. No, they probably work past that because you gotta wait till.
Yeah, you gotta clean the bar, all that stuff. So
many taps too. I think they have like a lot of like different beers.
Yeah, I think they have like 100 on tap, and their bar sits 45 people.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'm like, ooh. And it's always busy too.
Always busy, literally.
I'm like, dang. I've been there like for lunch, but I've never been there for the dinner, so I don't know what it's like.
Oh, it's packed. It's really packed. I used to love my little discount there, man. That was the go-to place.
Right? Oh my gosh. You're like, yes, give me that discount. Mm-hmm.
I liked when Cheddar's became a part of Dart, and I was like, yeah, we're going to Cheddar's. Let's do
Discount it up.
Yep. Hey, here's my schedule.
Yeah.
Move my one day on there.
Yeah. Working in the restaurant, man. I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Yeah, it's a love and hate relationship, 100%.
Definitely.
Definitely love and hate. Like cheating.
Yeah. Definitely like that.
So, this is your words, by the way.
Don't start.
This is your words, right? So, in regards to like relationships and things like that, what do you consider cheating?
I consider cheating whatever me and the other person agreed on. That's not okay in a relationship.
Do y'all have that talk first?
Yeah.
So you sit down and like, hey, this is cheating. This isn't cheating.
Yes.
What's that? Fill me in. I've never had that talk.
Well, I mean, you know, some women think that porn is cheating. Me, I don't care about that.
Women think porn is cheating?
Yeah, there's some women out there that think that porn is cheating. Like, they really think that. They really believe that.
I'm glad I never met them. If you really
feel like that, then you need to tell your partner, hey, this ain't cool, bro. You cheating on me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But I don't think that that's cheating. I'm just saying, like, if you have a specific thing that you don't like, then you need to tell that person, hey, I don't like this. I consider this cheating.
What do you consider cheating?
I think making someone feel the way you make me feel is cheating.
You don't have control out of that.
Huh?
Like, how do you have control of that? Like, if that person likes you, they like you.
Yeah, like, but if you're feeding into it, that's cheating.
No actions, just that person likes them.
If you're feeding into it, then it's cheating. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so like texting, calling.
You know, somebody may like you, which is cool. You know, they have their own feelings. But if you're feeding into that and like, I guess like giving them a reason, like, you know,
to continue.
Yeah, continuing it, then that's a problem. That's cheating.
Okay,
that's emotional cheating.
Okay, emotional cheating. Of course, physical is physical, right?
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know, man. Messaging other women, that's cheating. Even if you're not physically, like, you know, meeting them and stuff, that's cheating.
So if you're just talking to a person via messenger or text message consistently, that's cheating?
It's the way that you're talking to them. That's considered cheating.
Okay.
So if you're like, you know, telling them, oh, you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah.
A guy can't compliment another woman?
No, listen. You didn't even hear what I was going to say. If you're telling a woman, oh, you're beautiful, I'd really like to get to know you, take you out, stuff like that. But you've like never met her, but you're talking to her in that way, like that you're trying to get to know her like that. That's cheating.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's just talking and then having someone like you. What else?
And having someone like you. No.
What else?
I mean, that's pretty much it, you know?
You've experienced life. You said you're 26. You've experienced life. I need the experience life question. Answers.
I mean, cheating is cheating, bro. Like,
have you ever cheated on somebody?
Yes, I have.
Did you feel horrible about it?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever done it again?
To the same person?
Sure.
No. I decided to end the relationship.
After the cheating?
Yes.
How'd you get caught?
I didn't get caught.
Did he know?
No.
Or she? No?
No.
So you just left?
Well, they cheated on me first.
Oh, you got to get
and
back.
I cheated on them back. And then I was like, this ain't it, you know?
Facts.
This is... Because, you know, once cheating starts, then it's like...
Yeah.
How do you get past that?
I mean,
and most likely... I don't know, man. I mean, if you're a forgiving person, then yes, you can get past it. But me personally...
You don't think so?
I don't think that I would be able to get past somebody cheating on me.
I guess it just... Because it's... I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole.
No, say it.
I feel like I think you can get past it, but you just got to get past it, if that makes sense. Because a lot of times people, women and men, they'll cheat on each other and then they'll be like, all right, we can figure this out, and then just keep rehashing that over and over again versus actually getting over it.
Yeah.
I don't cheat. I've never cheated before.
I believe that. I believe that people, if you're going to be with somebody who cheated on you or hurt you in a certain way, then you need to get over it.
Yeah.
And you can't bring it back up.
Yeah.
Because that's toxic and that's not going to be good for the relationship.
What's the most toxic thing you've done?
Oh my God. I don't know, man.
You know. You without a doubt know.
One of my ex-boyfriends, I went to his house and he had some girl in his house.
Yikes.
And I was banging on the door until he opened it.
Yikes.
Terrible.
That's not toxic.
I feel like that is very toxic.
I don't think so. Did you know the girl was in there?
Well, I knew she was in there because he wouldn't open the door. That's how I knew she was in there.
I have a story from a friend. I used to have a co-host named Raven, and she was the reverse of that. So, like, she's not the girl banging on the door. She's the girl inside.
Oh, wow.
So,
terrible.
Yeah. But she's actually she was the main person. Like, it was the side one that was banging on the door.
That's even worse. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what's worse.
Didn't expect it. Was watching a movie in the middle of it. Girl's bringing on the door. Dude actually like tells her to go like to the laundry room. Like, let me figure this out and get her away. Didn't work out for either party.
Exactly. But yeah, I remember that. Like, it was yesterday. That was
vividly.
Yes. Yep. And he's like, man, I didn't have sex with her. And I was like, I'm literally looking down at your shirt and I can see that y'all had sex. Why are you lying to me? Oh my God. I was so upset. Like, and he didn't want to bring her out. And then I was like, no, bring her out. Like, I'm not going to fight her.
You want to talk?
No, I didn't fight her. I was like, you need to take her home. Like, take her home right now. So he took her home.
Did y'all live together?
No, we did not live together. Thank God. He wanted to move in with me, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
thank God I said no.
That's an ultimate no. Like, when I was like 20, I lived with a girl. It was the worst shit. We were together 2 years prior to moving in. Within like 2 months, we was like, this ain't it.
So what made you be like, yeah, this ain't it, gotta go?
For one, she couldn't cook, but that was a problem then. It's not a problem now. But for two, she's crazy, yo. Like, she's real life crazy. We're gonna get her on the pod eventually. We talk to this day, but like real life crazy shit. Like, I would never move in with a woman ever again unless we were married. Like, ever again.
Yeah, I feel that, honestly.
And I not move in, like, it was my place, she moved in, but like I would never do that ever again. Used to be Captain Save-A-Ho, man.
No, I totally understand, because I've lived with, I want to say 4 people.
I can't do it. I lived with one person once and never again.
And all of them were fucking terrible. So I don't know why I kept doing it. It's like, you don't learn your lesson. But the last time I learned my fucking lesson, I was like, nope, I'm not doing that shit again. Terrible.
So if a person's like active on social media and you guys are in a relationship and he just happens to like a lot of women's shit and That's it. That's where it ends. It's no conversations. It's no like super flirting. It's just this guy's admiring different women on the internet. Is that you?
I really don't care for that. Like I'm not the type of woman to go through my man's likes. So I wouldn't even be able to see that shit because I don't go through his likes. Like, you know what I mean? So that doesn't bother me. But if I can see that you're messaging women, that's a problem.
You ever gone through a phone before?
Of course, yes. I'd be a liar if I said no.
I've never at any point in time ever wanted to go through a woman's phone. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care enough to find out what's in there. Like, and I don't know if I've been cheated on. Maybe. You're like, yeah, nigga, you've been cheated. She shakes her head like, yeah, you have been.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't say, but I mean, even if you did, I mean, women, you know, women who cheat, you probably wouldn't find out.
I've heard that too.
You probably wouldn't find out if your woman cheat on you. But then again, it's like you don't even care enough to see if she is.
Yeah, facts.
So,
all right, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing.
You still wouldn't find out, even if like, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even know how to find out. I don't know where y'all keep your secrets. You're just not on the phone.
I mean, I guess, right? I don't know. Like I said, I've only revenge cheated. I never
proactively cheated.
Yeah.
Get back cheating.
Yeah. That's the only type of cheating I've done. And, you know, I still feel bad after that. I was like, yeah, this is not cool, man. I can't be doing shit like this. Like, what the fuck? And
he never found out?
No.
No. Mm-mm. Do you believe in having exes as friends? Have you? I mean, actually, let me ask this: like, have you had a successful relationship that just didn't work, and you guys were okay with being friends afterwards, or has it just been like hellfire, like everything just like burns up?
The first guy that I ever lived with, me and him were cool. Like, you know, we talk every now and then. Y'all see each other?
It's cool.
Yeah, we're cool. You know, because when we moved in together, we got 2 dogs together, and I took one and he took one. So every now and then he'll ask me how, you know, my dog is, and I'll ask him how, you know, his dog is. And, you know, he just moved out of Texas. So sometimes I see his family and I'll still say hi to them. And they'll be like, oh my God, I miss you so much. How are you doing?
Are you coming back?
I'm like, no, never. Yeah, because, you know, a couple of years ago, because I moved in with him when I was 18. So it's been...
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So a couple of years ago, me and him, we hung out, and it was just different. Like, obviously it's different, you know, we're older and everything, but he apologized to everything that he did to me and all that stuff. He's like, I'm sorry for everything that I put you through and the way that I treated you. I should have never treated you like that. And I was like, thank you for your apology. But
let's run it back.
No, definitely not. It's just like, no, we're just so different. I just couldn't see myself ever trying it again with him.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like, you know, like he's a cool person. I don't think he's a bad person or anything. I think he's a cool person. Because we broke up and we still live together. So. Oh,
that's what happened in my situation. We were been broke up. Like we were just living. She had her dude. I had my girl. Like, we would just interchange times.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't seeing anybody at the time that we had broke up and we're still living together, but.
Oh, no. I was seeing mad people. Bringing them to the crib.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, shit. Okay. Cool.
And I think people, like, even, like, what you're saying in regards to, like, your age, like, people take those experiences that they had at, like, in the early 20s, 18, 19, and they carry that for the rest of their life. Like, literally, people carry those feelings about men and also women for a long time because, in that sense, it's like what you said is like he apologized, right? Like, the version that you were dating isn't the version he is now. And a lot of people don't ever apologize. So people carry that shit for many, 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 many years. And they use that as an example of men or women, right? Like, let's say that situation that happened to me when I was 20 or whatever. And now I'm just saying women ain't shit because of that situation. Like, she was 20 years old. Like, you shouldn't expect someone to be fully grown at 20 and know how to handle their emotions and also be able to communicate. Like, communication's a skill. Yeah.
Especially, I feel like our generation, I feel like a lot of our parents didn't know how to communicate. So we don't know how to communicate. You know what I mean? So the older you're getting, the more you're realizing, man, I need to be better about this shit. I can't just be, passive aggressive when something's wrong and be like, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm fine. You're not fine.
At all. You're angry as fuck inside, and you would rather just talk about it, but you don't think it's going to solve anything.
Exactly. And then now, because you don't want to communicate, now you're holding resentment toward this person, and they don't even know why you're mad at them or why you're resenting them, because you never said anything.
Acting different and shit.
Exactly. So I just feel like communication and also understanding, because
I can talk to you all day, but if you don't understand what I'm saying to you,
exactly, you're never going to get it. You're never going to understand. So that has a lot to do with everything. When you get older, you have to take responsibility for your actions and if you want to grow or not. A lot of people, they blame other people, like, women ain't shit or men ain't shit.
Yeah, I love those posts. I'll be killing those posts, man.
I'm like, no, there are men out there who are shit. You know what I'm saying?
You just never run across them. And then there's also a reason that about that too. Like, you got to take responsibility for your own personal actions. Like, you can't. It wouldn't even make sense if a person said, "Okay, I live in a city. I've dated 5 guys in this city. Now I know all guys." Like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. You're right. And like, as a human being, a woman, a man, whoever, you have to really look at the people that you're dating.
Yeah.
And why it's not working out. Why do you keep attracting these people who ain't shit? Like, what are your goals that you're looking for in this person? Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't think like that.
A lot of people confuse habits with knowing a person. So when they switch up on them, they're like, I never thought this would happen. But all you did is recognize their habits. Like, their day-to-day isn't them. You know what I mean? Like, habits are what a person does on a daily basis, their routine, things like that. People will confuse that with knowing the person, like actually taking the time to communicate and actually even learn them. So when it's all falling down, you don't even know how to help the situation. What are you going to do? Like, he gets Starbucks coffee every day, so you're going to go out and buy him stuff to Starbucks versus communicating and finding the real reason there's an issue. Like, people don't communicate at a high level, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. Because how the fuck are you going to be in a successful relationship if you can't have the hard conversations? A lot of people don't want to have the hard conversations, and they don't want to like really get to know somebody. And I feel like that's a lot. It's because of fear. Maybe this person might not like who I am.
Yep.
It's a lot of shame. Maybe I won't be good enough for this person or whatever. A lot of people think like that, and it's just like the people who are gonna love you for you, those are the people you need in your life. So stop acting like you're this person or you're a certain way when you're not.
Yeah.
Because I'm very honest. Like, I'll tell a person, like, this is A, B, and C, this is what's going on with me. And, I feel like I'm a very honest person. Like,
facts.
I don't know. That's how I feel.
We talk a lot on the pod about, like, people. A lot of people are phony, right? Like, even, like, whatever their posts are, whatever all that shit is on social media, they're not that. Like, people aren't that. Like, and people will sit there and argue with you on a point that's not even them. Like, like your real life, not that. Like, I know for a fact that's not you, and you're on social media just going crazy, like acting as if you're not you. And I think it's a part of the real problem. Is like, we kind of grew up in this shit. So like, when we were supposed to be developing these kind of communication skills, we just were able to send a message. Like, I have a homeboy, right? He's lame as fuck, but he won't mind me saying this about him because I've told him this to his face. Like, he absolutely cannot speak to a woman in person at first. He cannot have a start or conversation in real life. He will message women all day, but he can't talk to a woman by just going up to her and introducing himself.
Exactly. That's like a fear of rejection. That's like, you're scared that this person may not like you. Like, and you got to get over that shit.
Yeah. Facts. Like, he can talk on Messenger and all that, all easy, no problem. Messaging a woman, see a woman in person, he's like, nah, I can't. I'm like, bro, just why not? Like, go talk. Men can't talk. Women can't talk. No, we can't talk.
No, and you're totally right about that. Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know what they want.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna
find it?
Exactly. How are you gonna like?
Well, we know what people want. They want to be rappers. They want to look like rappers. Women want, the rapper guy who's just super nice to her and only her and just buys everything. And then the guy
so weird.
Just wants the whatever quote unquote shape is and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it is weird.
It's so weird because it's like, I don't know, like, why do you want a guy that's only nice to you? First of all, why the fuck would you want that? So if you do something that he don't like, now he's gonna be mean to you. Like, you should want somebody that's respectful to everybody. Or like nice on a human being level to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, too friendly. Like, I don't like the way you just touched that girl, or you was talking to her in a way okay, cool. But all that, like, oh, he's mean to everybody else. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah. Like, yeah, because that brings a really funny point that we've discussed on here a few times. Like, anytime I'm dealing with a woman, like, I let them know right off the back, like, there are going to be women around me, right? But you gotta, if you trust me enough to just be as nice as I am to you, then that's exactly how it's going to be. Not in the sense of like relationships, it's just like overall, like on a human being level, right? Like, I'm genuinely just a nice person, and I don't like, just because I'm nice doesn't mean I'm attracted to someone or whatever the case may be. And when it comes to back in the day when I did catering, now I just usually do like small plates for people and things like that. Like, I'm always around a lot of women. Doing the podcast, there's always women that are around. And I'm like, if you can't handle that, if you haven't come to that level of maturity, like in just your own personal life, you're going to be miserable dealing with me. Yeah. Like, it's going to suck for you. Because if you're thinking that I'm doing XX in the book, if you think I'm doing all this excess stuff, it's not going to be fun for you. So we might as well not even try.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, so I personally don't have a problem with like my significant other having friends of the opposite sex, because I think women and men should always have an opposite sex person that they can actually like speak to, and it's really true, like a true friend connection. Yeah, but it's hard to find. Like, I mean, I don't know about other women, but for me personally, it's hard to find guys who actually just want to be a friend. Friends. Like, I don't know. No guy wants to just be my friend, to be honest. Like, they want to fuck me. Like, that's what they want. They want to get in these draws. Like, straight up.
And that's a communication thing as well, kind of, because like the only affection men tend to get from women is only when they want, like, only when a woman wants to do something with them sexually. A lot of times, like, men don't get any kind of positive, like, oh, you're handsome, and that's it. That's where it ends. It's usually like, oh, you're handsome, and I also want to fuck you. Like, so when a woman is being nice to guys, a lot of times dudes are like, oh, okay, this is what she wants. So, okay, cool. Let's go through that. Let's go down that rabbit hole versus, oh, I want to be her friend. She's being nice. Like, and it's weird that that's a thing, but it is a thing.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm super honest. Like, I'll tell a dude, like, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, because I'm not. I'm single. I'm trying to figure myself out and all these things. Mm-hmm. So I just want a friend, like a real friend. Like, we can go out, hang out, do stuff. Not meaning that like you have to pay for me, because you don't have to do that. I can pay for myself, but we can still go out and have fun and get to know each other as friends first, Yeah. Because I feel like, especially in this generation, like a lot of people, they don't know how to be friends
first. Yeah.
They do not know how to be friends first. And you need to know how a person is before you actually be with them physically. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, and like, you're trying to build something with them. At least be their friend first, so you can see how they are.
Yeah, you got to see how they act in different seasons.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't do that
at all. Literally at all.
You have a little sneaky link once, and then now y'all are
together for 20 years.
Exactly. And you can't stand this bitch. You don't like her at all. But hey, man, she got that wop. It's like, no, dude, get to know this person. I mean, if that's all you care about, cool. But me personally, I just think that people need to be looking deeper in. Yeah. Not just surface level shit. A woman could be pretty, but she could be fucking evil on the inside.
Oh, they usually are.
No, that's not true.
Angel on the face.
That's not true.
It's true. Women are crazy ruthless. And can we talk about how women don't also like other women, but then like blame it on men? Like, blame the whole issue with dating on men. But I'm like, women don't like women. Like,
yeah, I have right. Women do not like women, and it's because they see women as competition.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're prettier than me. You're this. I don't like you. Straight up.
You ever dated like the ugly person in the group, in the friend group, and then got around the friend group, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
That's the worst.
It is the worst. And like, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. All my family says I date ugly dudes. Like, all the dudes I date are super ugly, and I'm like, I don't think they're ugly. Like, they're like, if he makes you happy, Marina. Every time, I'm like, every time. Shit, every motherfucker I come and bring around here ugly. Is that what the fuck? What y'all really trying to say? You know, I be thinking they cute. I don't know, man. But even my friends be like, "Hey, Marina, that was not.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it." Like they be like, "Marina, you're so beautiful. Like, why are you doing that?" I'll be like, "Damn, what the fuck."
Yikes.
Yep. So I guess I always date the ugly friend. I don't know.
It's the worst when you've been dating that person for a while and then they bring you around the friends and you're just like, fuck.
They do it on purpose. They know they're the ugly friend.
She's just like you, but like better looking than you.
Exactly. They do it on purpose. They know they're the ugly friend, so they just, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna let the relationship marinate.
Like if you really want to like pay close attention to the ugly friend in the group, and I used to miss this, but like if she's in if her profile picture is her and the pretty friend, she's not the one.
Why do you think that?
Because the least attractive one in the group always needs to be closest to the prettiest one.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really like, me personally, I don't ever look at my friends and be like, oh, they ugly, or oh, they prettier than me. Like, I don't know. We're all different.
Yeah, women do that though.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. They're out there. They do that, but.
And they'll always invite the ugly friend too, like to a function, so like they stand out a little more.
Yeah, like that one Family Guy episode.
It's truth, man. Women are ruthless. Men are ruthless too. I have some homeboys that like they'll talk, like people love to just tell me their problems. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Like you should probably just do this better. But what about her problem? You should probably just do this better. Just be better.
Yeah, that and like my thing is that men love to say what they don't like.
Yep.
But it's like if you don't like that, then don't date that. I'm just so confused. Like,
yep, people feel
nobody asked and nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares.
Facts. Especially on social media. Like I see dudes like women and dudes go back and forth. I'm like, all this typing. And
That's a lot.
They're not even your type. Like what are you defending? We trying to defend man and be like, bro, someone's gonna like that the way that girl looks. Someone's gonna like the way you look, bro. Just like be even kill. Leave it alone.
Exactly. Like I was having a debate with one of my homeboys and he was pretty much saying like, I was saying that there are things I'm willing to change, you know, for a relationship, and but there are some things that I'm not willing to change, and one of the things is the way that I dress. I like the way that I dress, and I'm not going to change the way that I dress. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Has a guy ever told you he didn't like the way you dressed?
No.
So why would you change it?
I was just telling him like I wouldn't do that because people, you know, my whole life people have talked about me because of the way that I dress. They just think, oh, she's this way. It's like
what
you
way?
Don't even like I'm a hoe. Like people.
Oh, I was gonna say like lesbian. I don't.
No.
I was not thinking that.
No, but people like my whole life have thought that about me, or they think that, especially the way that dudes come at me. It's crazy. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. So this guy, he messaged me the other day, and he was like, "Oh, you're really beautiful. This, that, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you, appreciate it." And he's like, "What are you doing today?" I was like, "Well, I got to go to work." And then he was like, well, what time do you get off? And I was like, I get off at 10. And he's like, well, what are you doing after work? And I was like, I get off at 10 fucking o'clock. Well, you know, sometimes I'll get off at 10:30, 11 because I bartend. So
last customers.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm going home. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna fucking watching TV and go to sleep. What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm not gonna link up with your ass. I don't fucking know you. Like that's what he wanted. He wanted to link up, and I'm like, and I told him I was like, I'm off Friday, Saturday. I was like, if you want to do something in the daytime, I was like, I'm totally down. We can do that. That'd be cool. And I was like, but I don't hang out with dudes past a certain time that I don't know, you know, and I don't know you. He's like, fair. That's cool. Messages me at 1 a.m. What am I doing? Chilling, watching TV. Want to link? No, dude. I do not want to link. Yes. And then he blocked me.
Damn.
So now I'm blocked because I don't want to hang out with him late at night.
That's an ego thing. And it's crazy. I'm about to say this, but like, it's the truth. Like nothing a guy has ever told you didn't work for someone. Like,
yeah, you're right.
No way a guy comes at a woman hasn't worked before.
And you're totally right. And that's why they try it. Exactly. They see who they can try it on, and then they're like, oh wow, you're not a bitch that I thought I could try it on. Like, no, I'm not. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We can go out and do something. I'm not even saying you got to pay. I'm just saying we can go out and do something, you know? But if you're trying to do that, which I see that you are trying to do that, I'm not trying to do that. So it's just going to be a no for me, dog. Straight up. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And then, you know, one of my friends, she's like, you know, maybe you need to change like the way that people perceive you. And I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe you are right. You know,
perception isn't key.
It isn't, but it does, you know, it does play a big part in the way that people talk to you and the way people come at you. Is by the way that they're going to look at you first and they're going to be like, oh,
yeah,
I think that this person is a certain way, so this is how I feel like I need to approach them. And that's super, like, that's really how life works, you know, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because I feel like anybody that would get to know me, I'm a cool person. I'm super sweet. I'm so nice. I'm down to earth. Like, I'm cool as fuck. I'm not saying that I don't have, you know, flaws, because obviously I do. Everybody has flaws. But facts. I'm a cool person, man. So it's like, I'm just not that person. Like, yeah. I don't like to do that.
What's the craziest DM you received? Like one that you're like, bro, I'm actually going to not commend you, but like you're clapping behind the scenes. Like that one was wild.
One time this guy, he DM'd me and was like, I'm pretty. And I never DM'd him back. And then he DM'd me again saying, oh, so I'm just going to ignore him. And I'm like, I just didn't like the way that you said that. He's like, cause you fine as fuck. What you doing tonight? I want to chill. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna respond to that. I'm not responding to that. I'm sorry. He's like, so you just going to ignore me? And I'm like, I just didn't like the way you said that. So there's nothing to talk about. Well, I'm a different type of nigga, and I'm sorry, my responses aren't gonna be the same as every other like regular dude or some shit. I'm like, what?
When in hindsight, it's mad regular dudes.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, he's like, you know, you got fat titties and all, but you ain't even all that. And I'm like, cool, bro.
I never understood like the chase. Like, if you are trying to pursue someone, right, and it doesn't work, play the long game. Long game always works. Instead of cutting the tie right then and there. I never understood why dudes do that.
Because they're impatient. They want instant gratification.
Game. Yeah.
Especially with this generation. You could order anything with the fucking your fingertips. Literally. Everything's at your fingertips. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what they want in a person, in a relationship. They just want it to instantly be perfect. Yeah. It's like, no, you have to work at things.
Yeah.
And plus, like, my thing is like, there are women out there who will have sex for you for money. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's even women out there that'll do it for free. But I'm not that, like, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. But
it'd be a Motel 6, yeah.
Exactly. They out there. They are out there.
God, that's...
People are crazy. Everybody's... Women, men, don't matter.
Damn.
Because women, I feel like men see women as so, like, fragile and innocent. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason why women don't take accountability for their actions. Because women or men see them so, like, you know what I'm saying?
They can blame the dude.
So innocent. They're like, oh my God, she would never. It's like, no, that bitch did that. She did do that. She would, and she'll do it again. Okay.
That's what I was saying. Like, people confuse habits with knowing someone. Like, women are really good at, like, being, like, not being, but, like, having habits that they consistently go over. Like, even in all relationships, right? So, like, women usually don't switch it up. Like, men don't switch it up either, but, like, women are, like, usually, like, I don't want to say the gender, or I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. God, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to make it make sense in my brain. We'll skip that. I'll come back to it. I don't remember at all. But yeah, so did you grow up here in, like, North Pflugerville area?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What school did you go to?
I went to Pflugerville.
Same.
Yep.
Class of what?
2015.
Was well out of there before that.
You said what?
I was well out of there before that. I graduated 2011. Oh,
okay. Yep, 2015. Those my dogs. Yep.
When did you move to Pflugerville? Or was that just where you grew up? Are you always there?
So when I was younger, we lived in, like, North Austin, and then when I was in like 5th grade, at the end of our 5th grade year, we moved to Pflugerville, and we've lived there ever since. Went to Pflugerville Middle School, Pflugerville High School. So I went to school with the same people, middle school, high school.
They back when I was in I started at Pflugerville Middle School, and then they changed the zones for where I lived. I lived off of Heatherwild on Black Locust, and they changed like the zoning, so they made us go to Parkcrest. So I went to Pflugerville Middle School from 6th and 7th, and then 8th grade I went to Parkcrest. But I was at Pflugerville all 4 years.
Yeah. Man, high school I'm so glad it's over. That's what I can say about it. I'm glad it's over. 100%.
Yeah, I just like this previous episode that I had, what's 61, like, had one of my closest friends from like elementary school on, and we were like talking, and it was like, man, we met when we were 10 or 11. I'm like, that was 20 years ago.
That's crazy. Isn't that crazy if you really think about it?
That's crazy.
Like, I probably have maybe 4 friends that I've had since like high school, middle school. I have 2 friends that I've had since middle school, and like we kind of talk like on a regular basis.
That's wild.
And then we have like, a group of us that used to hang out in high school. I mean, I'll go like to the functions and stuff, but I don't really talk to them like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wild. Like, I'm not even old. I'm 29, right? So like, but just saying 20 years ago is wild. When I first moved to Pflugerville, there was literally nothing there.
Right?
Literally nothing.
I remember when it was Tinseltown and not the Cinemark. It was just Tinseltown.
I know before that, when there was a movie theater before that. There was a movie theater before that. The Ashley's Furniture Store used to be a movie theater.
Oh, it did?
That was the first movie theater. Yeah.
Wow.
Movies used to be $2.50.
That's awesome.
We literally, my brother would take his girls on dates, right? And you could spend literally a whole day at the movie theater for like $10-11. You can see like 4 movies, right? So he'd have to bring me with him, but that used to be the actual movie theater, that Ashley's Furniture Store.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. There used to be 2 movie theaters in Pflugerville. There used to be one by, what's that? Rolling Rooster? I think that's what
I don't even know where that's at.
It's off of Wells Branch.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a movie theater there. And then there was one that used to be Ashley's Furniture Store before they moved it to that Tinseltown there. Yeah.
Yeah, they shut down the dollar movies after the pandemic.
I saw that, and I
was devastated.
I used to love it, but I didn't like when like there would be too many people in there, because like, what are we all doing in here for fucking $2?
Yeah,
like but yeah, I did see that they did close it down.
And then they had like a Dollar Tree like right next to it, so we'd always go
get the snacks.
We'd always go get the snacks at the Dollar Tree and then go to the dollar movie.
Yep.
Oh, miss those days, man. So fun.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, things have changed a lot in Pflugerville. Like, I've literally, when I first moved there, like, I'm from Hawaii, right? So my dad retired in the military, and then we moved to Texas. My mom's from here, and when we first moved, I think the sign was anywhere. I think it was like 3,000 people in Pflugerville at the time.
That's crazy.
It's like 50 now.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
There was no Walmart in sight, like not even close.
I just remember when there was nothing. Like, I just missed the Blockbuster. That's really what I miss. Now it's a fucking
urgent
first
care.
respawn. I don't know, emergency room. I'm like, bring back the Blockbuster.
Have you seen that Netflix documentary? There's one last Blockbuster left in the country. Yeah.
It's in Alaska?
Oregon.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was in Alaska.
And they shut down due to the pandemic, but now it's a Airbnb.
That just literally hurt my heart. Oh my God. I thought I had like a chance, but now I know I don't.
They don't sell just movies there anymore, but like it's an Airbnb, so it's still set up like a Blockbuster, so you can actually spend the night at a Blockbuster.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I want to go now.
Yeah, facts.
That's the only reason I'm going to Oregon.
There's stores around that mimic Blockbuster that exist. Like there used to be buybacks here off of Palmer that of course they've closed, but like a lot of places in Dallas, not a lot of places, that there's a chain that's in Dallas that's exactly like Blockbuster. Like rent a movie, return the movie. They'll even give you a call ahead of time to say if let's say you want to go see, there's a movie you're looking for and they don't have it, they'll call you the second it comes in, and someone comes like turn it in and shit. So that model still exists a little bit. It's kind of like Grandy's.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go see it.
Yeah, you got to. I I don't have anything else. Like that was pretty good. We're over an hour, or about to be.
Oh wow, nice.
I didn't really have anything else. We talked about cheating, you banging on your ex's door. I did want to talk about this little statistic. But it says, in general, men are more likely than women to cheat. I don't believe this.
Why not?
Because I don't think we are.
Why?
My first, like, if I'm angry at someone, like, this is me personally, if I'm not happy in a relationship, my first, like, notion is to explain that to the person I'm dating, not go fuck somebody else.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't share the overall sentiment with men.
See, I find it funny that men will say that, but then they'll also say, well, men are men and, you know, hormones.
Yeah, I don't say, I feel like everyone has a choice.
And it's like, how low do you have to think of a man to just bully him down to his hormones? Like that's low key disrespectful.
I mean,
I personally think that
it's kind of true.
It's like wow, you're just disrespecting like men as a whole species that they can't fucking control their dick. Like
we are.
Are animals. You serious?
We're technically animals.
No, bro. No.
I can't get that off.
If we're humans, you know what I'm saying? And we're sentient beings, you should have enough common sense to keep your dick to yourself if you're in a relationship.
Yeah. You would think that.
Yeah. I mean, even women, you know, you should have enough sense if you're in a relationship
to not fuck somebody else. You would think that too.
And if you want to do those things, then you should be with somebody who's okay with that.
Open relationships.
Yeah.
What's it called? Poly? When you have like two girlfriends or two boyfriends?
I don't know.
Would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
In the right situation, I think I'd be down.
I'm very free person. I'm very open. I'm very like, you know, I don't want to control anybody. I feel like, you know, we're not on this earth for a long time and life is too short to just be like, you have to be monogamous or your life sucks or you're never going to find true love. Like, I don't think that that's a thing.
Do you believe in soulmates?
I believe you have different soulmates for different parts of your life. I don't believe you just have one soulmate.
I can agree with that. I only ask that because like the notion of soulmates, like that was something that was super pushed like the generation or two before us and things like that. But like, I believe it to be true for them because like there could possibly one chance that you find someone that you personally find extremely attractive and is in your like immediate area. Now, like, at least for on the men's half, like women do all their makeup the same. Like, like you can find someone that you find attractive way easier than you could back in the day. Like a lot of these super old marriages, grandparents and stuff like that. We met at the bus stop and I never left the town. And now I can see Shorty going to Florida every weekend. Like,
I mean, yeah. And social media, you have more options, but do you really have more options? Like, are these people going to care about you? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you may think you have more options, but
if you
do these
DM
people
them,
really value you?
If you DM all of them.
Like, I feel like it's hard to date. Like, in our...
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with dating. Like I don't even, like when people tell me like dating's hard. I'm like, what are your expectations in dating? Like, what are you looking for, bro? I don't know. That's why. Instead of just trying to, you know, like we talked about earlier, just like having communication, trying to be friends first. Anytime I date anybody, it's like I'm not coming in here or coming into this kind of conversation like, yo, be mine. Let's call it a day. Like I would just hang out with you for a while. Like I want to know who you are. I want to know what makes you laugh. I just want to kick it with you, right? And then we can kind of go with those expectations. We can then move and transition to that. But a lot of times when it comes to dating, people are like, what are your intentions with me? I don't know yet.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like you have to get to know somebody first before you can think of if you can build on this, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of people don't do that, you know?
Tons of people don't do that.
Exactly.
And I think this poll is false too, because who's reporting getting cheated on?
I mean, and I feel like
what are your
I feel like women are very secretive. And I don't think I think it should be a higher percentage.
Yeah.
Of women that are cheating.
Yeah, because first of all, men aren't going to report it.
20% of men, I don't believe that. 13% of women, nah. That ain't it.
She's thinking like 50, 75?
Honestly, though.
I don't know who's reporting.
I don't know, man. I think a lot of people cheat, more people than you realize. And that's what like is kind of scary, because you never know, you know? You may think you have the perfect relationship, and then one day you accidentally will see some shit on the phone, and that's what happened to a girl I know. She never suspected her dude of cheating, but somehow, because they like share like phone plans.
That's a red flag.
Well, they share phone plans, and his shit went on her phone. Like, it just went on her phone, I guess, because they share phone plans or something.
Nope.
And she seen all the stuff that he was doing. He was like fucking all these girls, and I was like, wow, that's sad. And they had a family and everything. She ended up divorcing him.
I was gonna say, did she stay?
No, she ended up divorcing him. But I'm like, damn, bro. But also, I feel like there are like red flags, and people just don't.
Yeah.
You want to believe that it's like
green as hell.
Yeah, and it's not. And that's another thing. You know? That's why you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this person cheated me. I never like saw the signs, because you weren't looking for them. You were ignoring them.
Yep. People don't cheat. Just don't cheat. I know it sounds simple, and for a lot of people, isn't as simple as just saying don't cheat for whatever reason. But I'd rather leave. Like, literally, I would rather leave than cheat.
It's just because you don't want to be honest. That's the thing. It's honesty is like, I feel like what drives people cheating, because you want this one thing, but you also want to do this too. And you know that if you tell this person that you're with, they're not going to be cool with that shit, and they're not going to let that shit slide. So you lie. So you can have both.
Let it slide.
Exactly. Come on. She fine. Please. Just let me do it one time. I won't do it again.
Pass. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just, I mean, and you know what's so crazy to me is there are people out there that are okay with that. There are people out there that are okay with you seeing other people. Like,
as long
you
as
just
you
have to be
come
honest
home.
and find that person.
Look where he's coming. He's coming home every night. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Take a shower from smashing.
That's so terrible. I would never be that person.
It couldn't be you.
No.
At least you know where home is.
At least you know where home at. No, fuck no. Your home is not here. Please get the fuck. Seriously, like, that is so terrible.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be like that? I don't know. I just feel like that's miserable.
Yeah.
I would be miserable like that. Being with somebody who's cheating on me, and I know they're cheating on me.
Yeah.
Like, instantly that person knows that you don't respect yourself.
Or people will stay for the environment they're in, right?
Yeah. You know, maybe that dude has money and that's what you want. Everybody wants different things. Me personally, I don't care about that shit. I'm my own person. I can make money. I don't need a person with a whole bunch of money. Like, come on, be for real. Like, you know, people, and that's what gets me so pissed off is that women, they're so like unrealistic. They're like, oh, these men have to make all this money, this, that, whatever. Like, bitch, you work a regular job, and you want to do that, make six figures. You are not in the 6-figure bracket, baby. You need to, most people are going to live an average life. And that's just a fact. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad to live an average life, but be for real. Come on, be for real.
Yeah.
What six-figure dude is going to take, you know what I'm saying? Like, is really going to date you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like,
it's the truth. That just
doesn't make sense.
You're not even the prettiest in the group.
That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And then men be like, oh, women only want me for my money. Like, what fucking money are you making? You work a regular job. What money could you possibly be making that a woman is going to take from you? Which is just, and then another thing is that men love to come. They love to come at you with money. That's how they bribe you, with money to talk to them. But then you say that we're gold diggers.
Listen.
What?
Men will never try something that has never worked before.
Ridiculous. You're right, but stop saying that women want you for your money if you're just going to be offering it to women so you can get them for your money.
Hey.
Doesn't make sense.
Life doesn't make sense.
That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. I don't understand that shit.
Yeah. I get you. I've never been that guy. Like I honestly would just rather kick it with you for a while, and then we can figure out the relationship shit later. I'm in no rush.
I mean, yeah, but most people don't want that.
Yeah.
And most people live for like to post on social media and like act like they have the perfect life.
Yeah.
And bitch, your life is in shambles. Stop acting like that, and you know that.
Hey, people who listen to the podcast, she's talking to you. She's talking to you. I know exactly what's going on in your household right fucking now, and it ain't trips to fucking Florida from 3 months ago.
Right? I'm just saying, be honest, man. That's the only way that you're ever gonna find somebody who really truly cares about you is if you're honest.
Yeah. Social
Men
media just
and
makes
women.
it too easy to be fake on there and, you know, try to be real in real life. But
yeah, and I especially feel like for men as well, because, you know, men always say that they get used and nobody cares about them, this, that, whatever. And it's like, dude, if you really feel that way, then be yourself all the time. And then you'll find somebody who gives a fuck about you. You don't have to act like this person that you're not.
Yep. Be yourself is the name of the episode.
No, literally. Please be yourself, everybody.
Yeah, this was fun, right? I didn't even think we were going to get over to an hour, but conversation flowed crazy cool. Yeah, we're well over an hour.
Oh,
that's
nice.
You see the number?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
There was anything else you wanted to talk about before we get out of here?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. And I got a text message. All right, cool. So, what was it, 62? This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 62. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful night, guys.